Good morning. We're going to get started. Just a few seconds. All right. It is time for Duncan's devotional. It is day 54. Our topic today is our relationships with people. And our scripture is coming from Matthew 5:13. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. And my title is Undeniably Different Part 2. So last week, we were looking a lot about, or I was talking about how we can be praying for those family members and friends who are addicted to drugs and or alcoholism. And we're like, Lord, how can this person change? And that when God comes, he makes them undeniably different. And what I was thinking for part two is us. We have to be undeniably different. And, think about salt. What if we took all salt out of food? Now, we know we shouldn't have a lot of salt. We already know that. But if you just took all salt out all the time, I mean, it would almost be like, someone be like, it's time to eat. It's like, no, I'm all right, because it's just bland, right? But God is saying that we need to have flavor, and we need to come into our workplaces, into our homes, into our neighborhoods and our schools with the flavor of Christ. In 1 Corinthians 15:49, it says, we bear the image of the man in heaven. Like we are Christ to other people. And it's so hard, the people closest to us, right? Because they know how to push our buttons. They know who we were before Christ. And sometimes there becomes this struggle where I'm like, I'm trying to be Christ, but it's harder in the relationships where I'm closer to people. So a couple things to keep in mind. First thing is keep the main thing the main thing. A lot of times there's this temptation to get off course and to forget, hey, they don't know God, but I do. And holding them to the same standard of being a follower of Christ when they're not. So keep the main thing the main thing. And that is, God has placed me in this person's life for a reason. The second thing is be ready to forgive. Be ready to let go because they're going to test you, right? But we're undeniably different. And then to be open and available, because the crazy thing is we never know when that day is going to come when they're going to be like, I'm ready to accept Christ, And so we have to be open and available, be open minded that God can change their heart. But this last one is the most important, and it is to fight on our knees. Many times when we're close with family members and friends, there's these fights, these power plays. And if we get engaged in it, we forget that the true fight is not winning an argument. The true fight is on my knees praying for their soul. And I will share this with the end. My greatest regret is not being undeniably different to those who don't know Christ. And so many people from my life that I look back, I'm like, I don't get a second chance. So I would encourage you, whoever God puts in your life right now, be undeniably different. Be the image of Christ and see what God will do. So hope this helps and that you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.